Good morning and welcome to the Think Share. My name's Zach, here to bring to what I've been thinking about, sharing about, talking about, listening to, reading about that doesn't belong in math class to make you the goodest version of yourself that you won't find on a standardized test either. This morning, the past 48 hours, I've been really considering how to say goodbye. Not from the whole world, just a small community. I am no longer going to be at the place that I'm at right now. And I think one of the toughest parts about leaving any community is the community itself. It's the relationships that you've created with all the other people that you really end up missing the most. And I think one of the parts that makes it feel sort of emotional when I think about it from day to day is mostly the feeling of not belonging. Like if I were to step in another day, maybe a year or two from now, how would they remember me? Would they be like, hey, Mr. Watson, like, it's great to see you? Or would they be like, oh, it's that guy, he got fired? And I think I'm always a little bit nervous about, well, I think we're all a bit nervous about what people think of us, but I think part of it is I want to leave my to-be former students with an experience that they'll remember positively. And I think that's the ego side of me that really wants to be liked. I think in my heart, what I really want for them is that they've learned something this year, that I've been the type of role model that they can look at and have the confidence to do something of their own that takes stepping outside their comfort zone. I really feel as though some days I don't know whether some of the things I do on YouTube are the greatest idea as a teacher, but at the same time I go for it because I know it's uncomfortable, and I feel like if it's uncomfortable, then I must be growing from it. And I think I'm also learning from all these experiences. And an example is the Gucci Gang remix video. I made that, and students quoted me throughout the rest of the year. They'd say a couple of little lines here and there. They'd mock me a little bit. They'd kind of mess with me a little bit. But I don't know about all the people that just kind of liked it but don't feel the need to quote it. I don't know if they said to themselves, this guy's an idiot, I can't believe this is my math teacher. Or I don't know if they said, wow, that was pretty cool, I'm glad he did that, I kind of want to make something, maybe I'll consider doing that. Because that's really what I want for my students, is for them to build confidence to do all the things that they're being held back by in their own minds. So coming back to sort of the original thing is, I know I want to leave them with that, and I just need to talk it out, kind of. Thank you for listening to me talk it out. I'm going to be making a short video for them that I'm going to send out to all of them once the last final has been completed. And in the next 5 and a half hours, I think, will be the last times that I spend with these students as a teacher. And what I'd like to do is deliver that message and not distract them from their schoolwork. So that's why I've waited till Friday. I didn't really want to make it about me. I felt that if I told them ahead of time, or if I told them on Monday or Tuesday, when I certainly could have, I think it would have been a little bit of a distraction. It could have been something that did not help them study for finals. And I certainly did not want to. I wanted to be anything but a distraction for them. So I hope this works out. I hope I'm leaving my students with something valuable, and I hope that I can at least learn from the saying goodbye process that I've done things right. I think one of the things I'll miss out on, that I've been sort of disappointed in, is that I'm not going to get to really say goodbye to all of them. A lot of them are thinking I'm coming back next year, and they won't show up on the last day when they might have wanted to say goodbye. So I'm hoping that because I'll have a video and a message delivered to them at the end of finals today, their E-period final. I'm hoping that they receive it and come say goodbye, and I hope they come sign my shirt. It's going to be my little yearbook. So, yeah, thanks for listening. I really appreciate the opportunity to have this, and if you've listened to this, which I think there are 2 to 3 people watching or listening to these every day, your attention means a lot to me, and I hope you can give me some feedback as to some other things you might want to hear me talk about. Thank you for listening. Stay weird.